What is love? Whatever it is, I don't give a shit. Let me tell you guys a story. It's about two people. Let's name them Orange and Violet. So, 2017. These guys are, I think, Violet's 15 years old, Orange is 16. Violet's a girl, Orange is a dude. If you didn't get that already by the color schemes, whatever. So, let's go back to 2017. The first time, well, not really the first time, but something happened between them. So, Orange was like a big nerd, and he was like popular in his school because he was a big nerd, and like he used to get medals and shit, academic goat. And yeah, so Violet just you know knew who he was, and she was attracted to him because of his smarts. Also, Orange is like one of my closest friends, so I may glaze him. Anyways, um, so yeah, Violet liked the guy, but he had no idea she even existed. So, what? So, yeah, moving to 2018, these two were actually placed in the same classroom now. And yeah, Orange used to sit behind Violet, and he started like vibing with her. She was a pretty girl, and she was nice to him. She was sweet. Like he started liking her. Sometimes he would just pretend like he couldn't see the board, even though he was on the second bench, just so he could go to the front and sit with Y. And yeah, she liked sitting with him. They bonded a lot that year, 2018, 2019. Yeah, they bonded like a shit ton. He pretty much became one of her best friends, and he was one of hers. Wait, no, she was one of his. Whatever. Um, yeah. Then come 2019, they get placed in the same class again, fifth grade, and yeah, now Orange is just obsessed with her, and he is like a shy boy. So instead of just telling her he likes her, he writes a chit, because his friends also encouraged him to. Well, one friend, but whatever. And he does that, and guess what? He tells one of his other friends to just give that shit to her. And the shit was like weird as hell. It had like I don't remember much. Um, so it basically had like I have a crush on you written on it, and Orange is such a huge idiot. He signed that thing. So like, oh, have some proof it's me, as if someone else could send it to you. Like what the hell? So yeah, and he sent it. She actually liked it, and she was like extremely happy. But why was a little kid, and kids are dumb, and kids are stupid. So she did what a typical kid does. She put it in her bag, and her mom found it in her bag because it was in like the thing you keep your bottle in, this net thing at the side. Yeah, so she found it and she was furious. Like, it's fifth grade, guys. What are you guys doing right now? Go study. So she just complained and sent a photo of that thing to Orange's mom. And yeah, pretty much like he was embarrassed, and it felt to him as if he was like a monster of some sorts, like you're just a kid, why are you falling in love and doing all this weird stuff? So yeah, for 5 years he was made to believe that like she just did not see him that way, and it was weird of him to think of her like that. Because after the thing happened, they never talked to each other again. Because Orange thought she just did not see him that way, and now she's disgusted by him. And for some reason, um, a classmate told both of them that they hate each other and never want to talk to each other again, so they just didn't. Yeah, let me see her in the street once again, bro. It's on site. Just kidding. I am not going to harm anyone. Moving on. So Orange is basically just his world's just shattered, and whatever he thought, whatever bond they had, it was basically just her being friendly, and yeah, in his mind he was just a weirdo. Cut to 5 years later, um, she just Violet texts him. And she's like, "Hey, so nice to meet you again. It's awesome. Blah blah blah. Let's be friends again. What's up?" Shit. And they like become friends again, and they like talk to each other pretty much the whole day. But by this time, Violet is about 14, and she has a boyfriend in her friend circle. So Orange is like, what's even the point of talking to her? What's this? It's pretty weird. So he tries to, avoid her, tries to just maintain a friendly relationship. She brozones him for fun, and he accepts the brozone, but she's like, no, oh no, I need some other nickname for you, not bro. It was pretty weird because she was giving him signs, but also she was like dating someone. Pretty soon, um, Orange starts flirting with her. As you know, she's giving him the way too. And yeah, that happened. Do I have feet? Oh, God. So that happens, and they keep flirting, even though she has a boyfriend. But slowly, she, tells Orange how her boyfriend's not really a good boyfriend. He's pretty toxic, and her boyfriend cheated on her previously, and he treats her like dog shit, and he just flexes having like other girls in his DMs and stuff to her. Okay, if this villager idiot comes again, I swear to God. Where is he? Go away, this is my house. Anyway, so yeah, he's just a weirdo, and she decides that she's had enough. She wants to break up, and he Orange doesn't want to be like a home wrecker or something. So he just says, just do what you want, whatever. In a week, they like video call or something. No, it was a normal call for like 3 hours, and she tells him, this is the first time I've done anything like this with someone. Like call so long, and in the next few days, this Orange has guts. Okay, Orange is like, he went from that shy boy to like a confident idiot in those 5 years. So just randomly he ends a call in the next few days, um and at the end he just says, bye, love you. This guy's an idiot, and she likes it. Turns out, after she realizes what he said, she's like, "Oh my God, that's so sweet. I love you too." And then they're like, let's not give this thing a title and stuff, and like, because she just got out of a relationship a week ago. But yeah, that thing happened, and I think it was last year September. Yeah. And then slowly they gave it a title. In a month or so, she was his girlfriend. They were dating, and it was pretty good, just bond wise. Okay, I'm getting tired of this too. Um, yeah, so it was good. They had tons of chemistry. They were like relatable. They could talk to each other for hours. So much to talk about. They enjoyed each other's presence. And he did feel like she was a good soul. Like she never had any bad intentions for anyone, and she always supported people regardless of what they do. But there were slight signs that she wasn't the right one, you know. Like she used to let other guys touch her on the waist when they took photos, and that's something that's just normalized now for some reason. Like, bro. Anyway, it's just something that's been normalized, and yeah, I find it quite weird because I would not let my significant other, allow other men to touch her. Like, it's not whether I'm capable of like protecting her from them. If she just wants to give herself like to them, I feel bad for Orange because it's a pretty weird thing. And then she openly just posts those people too. Meanwhile, these guys haven't been on a real date yet. They just kiss on their first date. It's her first kiss, it's his first kiss, and damn, he like used to talk about it for like so long, and he used to flex on me. I hate that guy. Anyway, um, yeah, that happened, and it was all good, but she had the weirdest perspectives on what a relationship is, because coming from a toxic relationship, um, it was as if her ex-boyfriend never put any valid restrictions on her just to protect her, because he didn't want to protect her. He just wanted all the fun. So that happened, and she really had no clue what a real relationship looked like, because none of her friends were like in a long-term relationship, and yeah, I mean, everyone around her had issues with their relationship. So it was like she had no role models to follow in a relationship, and she just did not know that confiding with other boys, or just connecting them with humor, and like just like, yeah, you're my boy bestie and shit. Like she had like two of those, and it was pretty weird at the start, but Orange was like, if she's happy, yeah, she's happy. Orange was like, I don't even know what he is, bro. He's like a mix of a beta male and an alpha male. So yeah, he was okay with it at the start, but then like as he found out that one of her friends used to drink, and it was pretty weird. Like, you're 16 years old. What are you doing drinking? So like he just told him to like maintain her this, and like he told her, why am I so bad at gendering people? So he told her like maintain your distance and shit. And the other best friend she had, He cheated on his girlfriend 3 times, and once he asked Violet if she ever liked him, just casually. And he used to discuss the inappropriate things he did in his relationship with her. And they both of them used to discuss their relationship issues with each other. Like that was something that's okay. You're really not supposed to discuss your relationship with anyone, let alone like another, like a person of another gender. You may think it's gonna give you perspective on how the other gender thinks and how to treat your partner better, but ultimately, everyone's selfish to some extent, and people just, people are just waiting for the chance to, yeah. And since this boy had already been disloyal in his relationship, it's not like he wasn't like guaranteed to not, act weird and sabotage Orange and Violet's relationship too by, making a move on Violet. And since Violet is a people pleaser, Orange thought she might just like kiss him just to please him, like, be happy, bro. It was pretty weird for him to, take so much info in because even he hadn't been in like a real strong relationship with a good foundation earlier. So even he was clueless on what a real relationship should look like. But there's still intuition, and his intuition was that it was wrong of her to confide with another man. So he told it to her. And instead of just accepting it and telling him she'll like stop it or improve, she just said, yeah, he's like my girl bestie. He's like a girl to me. It's not like that. I don't see him that way. And even if she didn't see him that way, there's no guarantee the guy didn't see her that way. But yeah, she used to keep saying, oh, I trust him very much. And yeah, he would never do something like that, even though he has done it 3 times with other women. Um, yeah. And then she just thinks how like she's known this guy for 3 years and knows everything about his personal life and shit. Do you? Why would people speak bad about themselves to someone of another gender? Like genuinely, if there's like this, no point, and this guy isn't like someone good. He's insulted Orange on multiple occasions. He's insulted dead people who were close to Orange on multiple occasions. He's actually slapped Orange. He's gone through Orange's phone once without his permission. Said it was something study related and just goes through his gallery. He went on Orange's phone and texted some random girl like I love you, and yeah, he was also a massive pervert. In class, he would ask Orange, "Who would you smash this teacher?" And like he would go into like deep details on that stuff. Um, he just Orange's experiences with him were all negative, but because Violet didn't have a negative experience, and Violet is the most selfish person in the world, she's just gonna keep believing that yeah, this guy is a good person, and I am just going to continue to stay in touch with him because he's been with me for 3 years. Like weird ass. Meanwhile, Orange had a girl best friend who had blocked him because she had gotten a boyfriend and she figured her boyfriend wouldn't like Orange being in her life anymore. Let's call this girl bestie Red. And then after she broke up with her boyfriend, it was a really toxic relationship. He used to like, he just disrespected her in front of the whole classroom and stuff and shouted at her in front of everyone. So, yeah, after that ended, she texted Orange again. But something happened, and Violet started having dreams, and she started overthinking that what if Orange and Red just get together and Orange cheats on her. So, Orange, being the Sigma green flag guy he is, he just blocks Red, you know, eliminate her insecurities at step one. But yeah, Violet never did that for Orange, you know. Even though Orange had valid reasons to believe her guy friends would do something bad, Red wouldn't do something bad. Red was always nice. But Orange blocked Red just for Violet, and she made him unblock him. And then throughout the relationship, she would ship them some days weirdly whenever she used to get sad. She would just be like, "Oh, y'all would be such a good couple." Like, it's so weird. Like, okay, we get it. You have traumas and stuff, but don't project that stuff on someone who isn't gonna cheat on you. So that happened, and then yeah, Orange actually just did so much for this girl. I admire what he did. He learned Morse code for her so that he could write her letters, which her mom wouldn't understand anymore because they're in Morse code, obviously. And yeah, he also used to like, he used to put in a lot of effort. He wrote poems for her. He drew things for her. He learned how to build apps. Why? Because why had this thing where she would just get really sleepy at night, and like she would just pass out and not be able to text good night, and Orange used to get worried about what happened. So he made her an app in which like all she had to do was just press a button to let him know that she's sleeping. So she didn't, have to type the whole thing out. He always made sure she slept before he went to sleep. He always made sure her health was fine. Always made sure he was like she was comfortable with everything they were doing. And if we just skip the, unnecessary, inappropriate things, he did a lot for her. He used to spend his whole day just doing things for why. But some people just don't appreciate your efforts until it's too late. And yeah, that's what Vi did. Vi used to appreciate him. She used to thank him for everything he did. But um, she just failed to, return the love. She couldn't put in as much efforts as he did. She actually chose not to. I mean, there was some nights, Violet's friend, let's refer to him as White. So White used to be sad some days, and if like she was talking to her own boyfriend, she would just leave and go console stupid ass White. As he deserves not to be sad. Let me just leave my boyfriend. And she was, she didn't act right the whole relationship. And I used to point these things out to Orange, But he just loved her so much, and he believed that it's just her being kind, and that's something, you know, he appreciates about her. moving on, where was I? So yeah, he didn't trust the guy, and she did. So she was like, yeah, yeah, who cares about you, Orange? You know, let me just do my own thing. I trust him, and he's a good friend. But one day things heated up. He was like, yeah, block both of those guys. I hate them. And she agreed to block one of them, but she did not agree to block White. She actually begged him the whole evening to let her, stay friends with White. Some reason, some damn reason. And when he told me, I was like, just leave her, bro. Like genuinely, she just is not worth it, because that's something you don't do. You don't prioritize someone else's happiness over your own partner. That's an insane thing to do. Like, only toxic people do that. Um, oh yeah, also, um, she used to wear really short clothes, and to an extent it was okay until some details came out. She told him some dude on the road touched her inappropriately, but thankfully her mom was there, and yeah, she saved the situation. But he was like, it's fine to wear what you like, but if it's gonna cost you your safety, then it's not really, you know, good to have freedom if you can't have safety. So he expressed that, and she and all of her friends took it as something controlling. They thought, oh, why is this guy so insecure? What's going on? Meanwhile, he's just trying to protect her. But nobody sees the good side, right? Single women keep women single. As it may not be intentional, but they just do. Anyway, yeah, so that thing happened, and he felt really bad, because it wasn't his intention to make her feel like he was controlling, but ultimately that's what happened. And yeah, that happened, and slowly the relationship started drifting apart. These two just, you know, started to accept that it wasn't gonna change. So he came up with a new solution. He just told why, if you want to talk to White, you can. Just don't tell me about it because I start worrying about you. And yeah, it eats me up inside. So she doesn't tell Orange that she's still talking to the guy for a few weeks. A few weeks later, she admits it. She's been talking to him for no reason. No, she feels like she's being dishonest when Orange clearly knows that she is gonna be keeping in touch with the guy, as that's just who she is, right? A people pleaser. She just wants to keep everyone happy except for her own boyfriend for some reason. And yeah, she just tells him for some reason, and he's like, why would you tell me that? Because I know how Orange is. He cares too much about people sometimes, and for people who don't deserve all the care and all the love. And that's exactly what happened. He started having those thoughts again, and you know he felt sad that he wasn't even capable of convincing his own girlfriend, someone who cheated on his girl twice and has like essay accusations lined up against him is a bad person just because she knows his life and like she trusts him. It's not logic. She always acted with her emotions, and yeah, she was toxic. He failed to realize it within time. I still think that Violet wasn't like a conventionally toxic person because she cared. She just cared too much and she cared about every single person on the planet for some reason. And she did not have her priorities in line. She used to discuss her relationship with like four of her girlfriends, but like her guy friend, even her mom to some extent. And one evening, it went to shit. I I feel bad for the guy. He truly deserves some love, but he couldn't get any. What happened was, Violet was like, "Look, Orange, I've hurt you enough, and I've realized that I shouldn't. I should treat you better. So I'm gonna stop talking to other boys." And let me just quote her: "No other boys." That's what she said. She genuinely said no other boys to Orange's face. And next morning, Orange was overthinking. He was like having thoughts. What if she's just lying to me? So he's like, yeah, send me screenshots of your last texts with White. And guess what? Not only did um, Violet keep texting White since the evening she told Orange no other boys, she was talking about her relationship issues with the guy. Yup. And, you know, cheating isn't something new to both of these people. They've had, people close to them cheat, and it was hard to, accept that they did. Infidelity wasn't something new. So she should have been more careful because her behavior wasn't loyal. And even though she might not have meant to be disloyal, she did exactly that. And I'm not I'm not I'm not gonna I'm not gonna entertain that behavior. So I told Orange, just leave her, wake up, it's done. If she actually loved you enough, she would respect you and not lie to you straight to your face. So that's what he did. He blocked her. But Orange being Orange, you know, a lover boy, good person, idiot, pathetic idiot, he went back a few hours later, asked her why she would choose another boy over him. By then, she had already told everything about the relationship to her mom, and it was her own mistakes due to which she cried so much all those days. But her mom thought that it was because Orange was torturing her mentally. Oh my god, it was so insane. One of the worst moments I've seen any of my close ones go through. And not to mention, Orange was suicidal those days, and he told her that too. It's like, I don't feel like I'm enough for you because you keep going to other boys to, get attention. She admitted it was for attention too. And she was like, "Yeah, I don't I didn't want to be a person this way, but I like it, and yeah, it's just my habit now. So he just tried his best to understand, and yeah, he was suicidal, and still he she chose to lie to him and leave my boy, you know, alone. Every time she was suicidal, didn't matter if he was mad at her, he would always show her love. This man forgave all of her mistakes. 7 times he forgave her worst mistakes because he wanted her to be happy, He wanted her to stay happy because everyone deserves to live a good life, right? So that's what he did. But the one time things got hard between the both of them, and it was not up to her convenience that he was the one feeling bad for once. She left. She left him alone. She told her mom, and being Indians, if you tell your mom the things you did in your love life, she's gonna forbid you from dating anyone. She's gonna forbid the guy from even like keeping contact with you. And she's just gonna think that it's all the guy's fault because you made it seem that way, you know. Nobody really tells people all the good things their partner does in a relationship. They only tell the bad parts. That's why Orange avoided, you know, even talking to me about all the bad things she did. That's why I had no idea this was happening. If I did have an idea, I would have made sure that the girl never ruined his life. And now Orange is improving. He's finally cut her off. He actually chose to stay friends with her for like 3 weeks after the breakup, during which she stayed up with White one night on call from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. Just because she couldn't sleep and she was bored. Such, it was so, her behavior is so dog shit. Like, I don't even like to talk about her, bro. It's so sad how shallow someone's personality can be and how fragile their ego can get. But yeah, and that hurt my guy again. But since he is the world's biggest idiot, chose to forgive her once again. He chose to just know that it wasn't his place to comment on it. And yeah, he consoled her again. He kept consoling her because she was having issues with her family life, with her friends, and like whenever she cried, he was the one still being sweet to her. But yeah, I love this guy, but sometimes he just overdoes it. It's not a a good thing to help bad people. You know what I'm saying? You may think everyone deserves a second chance, but my guy, you gave her like 8 chances already. But yeah, he was too dumb to understand. But yeah, I explained it to him. Eventually, I really convinced him that she wasn't good for him, and it would just be better if he left her, and he did. He's finally um, ended it. He's stopped keeping in touch. He stopped staying friends with her. He's cut her off from his life. And I hope this isn't just a temporary decision that he'll just change his mind. No, I do want the guy to improve. And he is improving. He stopped all his bad habits. He stopped his worst addictions. He's put an end to every single thing that was affecting him mentally. He's cut off all the toxic people from his life. And he's starting to show love to only those who deserve it. But I know Orange. I know he'll miss her. I know there's gonna be a night where it's just gonna be too much for him to handle. And he'll text her. Let's give this another shot. And she's gonna say yes because, no, of course you still like Orange. He was the best boyfriend that he could have been. But Violet doesn't deserve his love. And I don't think I can ever convince Orange that she doesn't. It's a sad truth, you know, that he's gonna have to lose his faith in love. And I have to be the bearer of bad news all the time. So, you know, I'm just that guy who just says it like it is, straight up. But yeah, the way he's cried, the way he was left when he was suicidal, the way people still make fun of him for loving her. It's gonna get to him. But I hope he doesn't let all of that affect him personally. I hope both of them improve. I hope Violet actually becomes a better person, starts to understand what you're supposed to do in a relationship and what you're not. Because ultimately, they're both my friends, and I'll always wish them the best. Man, was it a hectic love story. At least it's all over now, right? You have beautiful eyes.